Okay, AMD. Imagine your eye is an old school camera. The front of the eye, which is the cornea and the lens, is the camera lens that focuses light. The retina is the film sensor. The right in the center of the retina is the tiny VIP called the macula. That part gives us clear, sharp vision, detailed vision for reading faces and driving. Now picture your macula as a busy little city, macula city. The waste disposal problems. How AMD starts. Every day, macula cities work hard. Its cells process light and that creates waste products, like a factory producing rubbish. In the healthy eyes, the cleanup crew removes that waste efficiently. But as we get older, the cleanup crew can slow down. The rubbish begins to collect under the macula as tiny yellowish deposit called Drusen. At first, these deposits are small, like a few leaves guttering in the gutter. And this often early AMD, the most people feel completely normal. Then over time, the piles can grow and spread, and that's intermediate AMD. Bigger Drusens and sometimes pigment changes. Think of it as the road surface starting to crack. Vision may be still okay, but people can start noticing needing brighter light to read, glare issues, slower dark adaptations, going from bright outdoors to indoors feels harder. Two endgames villains, dry and wet. Macula City has two ways things can go wrong later on. Villain number one, the fade. Geographic atrophy, late dry AMD. In some eyes, the problem stays slow and silent, but the cells gradually wear out and stop functioning, creating patches where the retina is basically missing. This is geographic atrophy, a late form of AMD. It usually progresses gradually, causing central blur or black patches. Villain number two, the leak. Neovascular AMD, wet AMD. This is the drastic one. When macula city is stressed, it sometimes tries a desperate fix. It grows new blood vessels under the retina to help, but these vessels are fragile, like dodgy plum. They can leak fluid or bleed, damaging the macula quickly. And this is neovascular or wet AMD, and vision changes can be sudden. Straight lines bend, a new dark patch appears, or central vision drops. Act 3. The smoke accelerator. And now here's the nasty twist. There are things that speed up the damage. Smoking is like pouring in petrol into the macula city rubbish problems. Study shows smokers are roughly 3 to 4 times more likely to develop AMD and tend to get it 5 to 10 years earlier than non-smokers. So yes, if there is one lifestyle lever with real bite, it's stop smoking. Act 4, the home alarm system. What you do day to day. Because wet AMD can strike fast, macula city needs an alarm. That alarm is simple. Amsler grid. Check one eye at a time. If new waviness, missing patches, or sudden blur appears, urgent review. The emergency response. How wet AMD is treated. If it's wet AMD, we don't watch and wait. The standard treatment is anti-VEGF injections, medicines placed into the eye that tells those abnormal vessels to stop growing and stop leaking. It doesn't cure AMD, but it can stabilize vision and sometimes improve it, especially when started early. That's why referral pathway emphasize rapid ophthalmology review when wet AMD is suspected, often within a week, if definite, suspected. Act 6, the long game, how to slow the story down. Even when we can't reverse everything, we can often slow the plot. Don't smoke. Diet that supports macular health. Leafy greens, fish, omega-3s, antioxidant-rich fruits, favored lower GI carbs. For the right stage of AMD, consider AREDS2 based supplements, typically for intermediate AMD or late AMD in one eye only, not for no AMD or early AMD. Regular monitoring, eye exam plus imaging like OCT when available. And importantly, AMD affects central vision, not side vision, so people don't go black blind, but it can cause serious affecting reading, driving, and recognizing faces. A quick wrap up. AMD affects the macula, your sharp central vision. Early stages may have no symptoms. Wet AMD is urgent, sudden distortion, central blur, same week assessment. Best protection, stop smoking, healthy diet, Amsler, and follow-up. The takeaway, AMD is a slow waves build-up problem that sometimes turns into a fast leak. Catch the leak early and you save vision.